Big chop. I don't know if big chop. I don't think you can get big chop with Arthur. As much fun as that would be. Let's just go. What? I've kind of come to the point where Extreme Measures 4 is just like the way I want to play. It's just the way I want to play all the time. I think 12 heat's fine. I don't think we need to go to... Well, middle management's kind of an easy one. Are there any others that are kind of fun? I mean, Jury Summons actually might be fun because, like, who doesn't want to see huge groups of enemies? It's like that on anime Berserk. Like, half the fun of that is just the fact that he's using this giant sword and cleaving through huge numbers of enemies. Have you guys ever seen Berserk? If you haven't, it's a very distressing. Oh no, we didn't get it. I mean, attack dealing plus 300% damage to armor is pretty good. I mean, obviously double edge is the best, but if we want big numbers, breaching slash is what we're going for. Berserk, it's so good. It's so good, but it's also so disturbing. Hey, Safe, thanks for the prime sub, dude. Friend, I shouldn't say dude. People have been calling me out on saying dude. Oh, I didn't quite kill him. I need the attack apparently.
My dearest, I have to say your heart is positively bursting with such love for so many you have come to care about. Your dearest friends, your burning passions, family, everyone. Why, you're like a living testament to my entire body of work.
Becky says, watch out for the KKK. What? Hey, Hooli. I'm glad you're finally able to catch a stream. That's what these morning streams are all about. Getting all the peeps in here. Getting all the folks, the folks that usually can't make it to the either crazy early morning or crazy late night streams. This is more accessible for folks, hopefully. Just a hellfish? Come on. Dude, well, okay, so I thought that might be true, and then someone says, would you have sex with a dude? And I thought to myself, I guess I see what you're saying. I don't know about that as a perfect example of, you know, trying to illustrate your point, but point taken, I suppose. It's not as simple as I might be making it out to be. So I guess basic tips for sword. It's kind of hard with Arthur. Arthur is so different from the other swords. Mitch, be rippin'. How's it going? Welcome. Hey, we got technicians with the 500. With the 500 bits already in the morning. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It's very generous. Okay, we are definitely we're going chaos here, potentially for the bonus attack. Trippin'. How's it going, man? Technicians. What's with the weird time? Sono Confuso? Oh, nice. 31% bonus damage. We are streaming in the morning because I over the summer, while I wasn't, you know, going to my oh wait, there's bonus money. Or that no, there's no bonus money. Over the summer I was streaming on Friday mornings, and there were a lot of people that could only make that time, and so Becky Overshares and I were just talking about it, and we were just like, you know, let's just try it for a while. Exactly, yeah. That was the whole idea. Like, it's hard for a lot of people to make the stream when it's, you know, in the middle of the evening, right? Like, I get that. I certainly wouldn't be able to come to most of these streams that I put on. All right. Come on, baby. Give me something good. Bonus cast damage. Zeus, huh? Armin Pro, how's it going? Greetings to you. Oh, he hid behind the pillar. Oh, and then he got me. So last night Becky played with the Arthur sword, and she actually got past Meg. So she fought Meg, beat Meg, and then yes, it's 750. All right. I don't think I want Thunder Dash. I want Artemis Dash if I can, right? I'll take Lightning Reflexes, I guess. Athena? I think I'm gonna go for this instead of Athena, because I really want to get Artemis, and I don't want to get too many things. Weak damage reduction is not necessary. I want. I guess we'll take Dying. Let's take Dying Lament. There's no reason to. Oh, I think we should do this though. This could be very, very good for us. Mr. Goddo, how's it going? Yeah, yeah. Becky Overshares is the wife. Sorry, I shouldn't call her the wife. She's my wife. Whoops. Okay. So far so good. Oh, this is actually kind of creepy. I don't actually love how it's slowing down those projectiles. It's making me a little nervous. I can't. It's really hard to predict. Oh my gosh. Holy moly. I don't want to lose the Death Defiance, but I'll probably have to. Oh! Ah! Eee. Oh no, he got me. He got me. Will we end up saving 200 gold worth with this discount card? I don't think so. That's okay. If we ever have to, hopefully we won't have to replace any Death Defiances. Easy. Easy peasy. Oh, no, not Ares. Trying to climb the heat. Becky Overshares, theoretically. Oh, that's right. The 300 obols. That's right. I forgot about that. So that's totally worth it. I think Blood Frenzy. I don't really care too much about the tier 1 stuff. We'll take this for the money. Ed Monix, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that very much. Okay, we have a chance to potentially get some. We have enough to. We could get some gold out of this if we play this right. Like these rooms are annoying. It's true. However, what they are good for is making gold, because all of these enemies drop gold Potentially. They're not all guaranteed to drop gold. But many of them do. So you can make a bit of gold. How do I have no gold? I have no gold. Did I just spend my gold on something? Oh, did I buy a bunch of stuff at a shop or something? Why do I have no money? I thought I stole... Oh, you know why? You know why? I stole that while I was under the chaos curse. And I couldn't earn gold. Isn't that right? Isn't that what happened? I think that's what happened. Because what did I buy? Did I buy anything? I don't think I bought anything. I know, exactly. That's what I'm saying. The chaos curse. I know, but I got it while I was fighting. Oh, so bad. Okay, is this something? That's darkness. Yeah, we'll take the darkness. We'll probably heal ourselves a little bit. Such a bummer, dude. Such a bummer. Well, at least we still have the discount if we need it. And if we don't find Hoarding Slash, well, it's still annoying. It's still super annoying. Okay, we are going to grab this Artemis because we need Artemis. There's at least a discount. Arthur's sword is so much fun. It's not... I'm not good with it, but it's so much fun. Yeah. I would like that. Let's go Hunter Dash. Just a little bit of extra damage on that dash attack. Do we... Okay. We're giving up 14 or 15 gold if I buy this, but do we really care that much at this point? It's not like it's going to do that much. Whereas the Palm will definitely do something. Palm and Tartarus is one of the best types of palms you can get. It's pretty good. Alright, yeah, 20% bonus damage is much better, and we'll start collecting gold, and maybe it'll be next run. Maybe we'll do next run with the Hoarding Slash and the money and the stuff. A pot. Woo woo. Okay, we're good. Whoop, 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 whoop. Got her. I should clarify, we are not Mormons or polygamists. We already argue about who gets to choose what to watch on Netflix each night. It's true. It's true. Polygamy is not something that would work. What if the next wife was into keeping up with the Kardashians? It's such a good point. It's such a good point. Alright. I actually think coin purse. Get that coin purse going. Because we have Artemis in the pool now. We have Artemis in the pool. We could sell Blood Frenzy. I think Blood Frenzy... Let's get this. I'm still really hopeful for this Hoarding Slash, man. I'm really hopeful for it. I think we could still... There's still good potential for us to find this Hoarding Slash business.
Love that sulfur smell.
And there's some more gold. Oh man, I can tell that the stars are aligning. It's gonna happen. I know. It doesn't. It's a little strange when you listen to Becky overshares. Her her reasoning for her reasoning for stuff in this department is a little odd in my opinion. I mean, I love you, honey, but it's weird. You're not getting I feel like she keeps talking to people expecting other people to be like, "Oh yeah, that makes total sense to me too. I also feel this way." And when no one else is, it's just like, what did you expect? Okay. Let's grab Hermes cuz we could get side hustle with Hermes. Did I take Fated Authority? I don't. Yes, Fated Authority. Yo ho ho. Or no, it's Fated Persuasion. Whichever one is the one that lets you reroll the packs, not the room rewards. Gold. Get out of the lava, dude. So obnoxious, man. Oh, standing in the lava. G Meek, how's it going? Christian boy. Yeah, that's the idea. Oh, look at that side hustle. We got side hustle. We getting that money. It's still not a Hoarding Slash run because we still don't have Hoarding Slash, but if we do find Hoarding Slash, we are in such good shape. We are going to have a lot of money. Now, granted, we did take that Chaos boon, but we got 30% bonus attack damage from that. And so that's a lot of bonus attack damage. Whoop. Base Def, thanks for cheering. I appreciate that. The cheer, very generous. More Heartbreak Strike. Please give me gold. Health? Fine. We don't have a timer, so we're good. I know, right? Wouldn't that be cool if it did? I mean, it'd be kind of... Maybe it'd be kind of nuts. I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't. Maybe it would be just fine. Nice. That's some gold gain right there. Base Def. That's right. Base Def can't hear me. That's good. Oh, G Meek. Okay, what would be good from Zeus? Is there anything? I don't know if I trust myself with. I don't know if I trust myself with that side room. I'm thinking some are additive and some are multiplicative, but I'm not sure about that. Woo! Ooh, I'm in the lava. Excuse me. I'm in the lava. I think Static Discharge. Some good stuff right there. Easy room. Reason for the Arthur pick? Reason for Arthur pick is to get a really nice, big, juicy number if we get Hoarding Slash. So if we find Hoarding Slash, it could get very cool. Get some very, very tidy numbers with our attack, which is kind of the idea. And then we're hoping to find PP as well. Whoop. If we find PP from Artemis, then we'll be able to get crits off of our attack, and the damage should get pretty awesome. Yeah, I know, Sean Connery. Sean Connery died. Can you believe it? I can hardly believe it. Okay, we could have gotten the gold one. That's why I checked. The one where the Curse of Midas. Additive. Can Zeus and Ares really do much for us? I mean, yeah, more than health. Corking, I know. Huggy Bear, how's it going? I don't know if I've seen you at Huggy Bear. That's a great name.
God I don't pick won't be pleased.
I'll take Zeus's 8, I guess.
War shall be waged here.
Welcome.
But even still, I am dismayed you would have sided against me.
Well, welcome to the stream, Huggy Bear.
Sorry, Lord Ares.
Woo! Ah. And I wish I had some deflect, but I guess I gave up my chance for an Athena boon, didn't I? All right, we did it.
When blood is spilled and death
Dennis
is
Doe.
felt, I simply cannot remain discontented for too long.
Well, thanks for being here. I'm glad that you are enjoying the early morning stream. Bing, I think the key with the Arthur sword, at least for me, I'm not good with the Arthur sword, by the way. Arthur sword is not what I'm good at, but I think the key is to do like to use your dash a lot. Because you can use your dash in between your regular attacks. So like you can do your regular like dash attack, which is this like poke. And that's fine. But if you do your poke and then you dash again and do your attacks in between, you don't just hold down the button. But if you like give like separate inputs for each of those attacks and dashes, you get this kind of cool thing. Whoa, we got the tentacles. I think pink, Olink, opal. I don't know. Oops. Oh, you know what I want? Actually, I know what I want. I want Zeus for the thing. I will say that I am definitely not good with. I might roll this one time. For Smoldering Air. It's not what I was hoping for, but Smoldering Air is good, and we'll take it. I was hoping for Billowing Strength. Yeah, man, Chicken Man Phil. Revenge Run is that's good too, no question. All right, I love the. Woo! Did you see that? Three hydras with one swing of Arthur's sword. It was beautiful. I really need that billowing strength though. Okay.
We got you, Highness.
Oh, she's being blocked by my stuff. This has the highest fun factor. I mean, it's I think it's really fun. I don't know if it's my favorite, but it is certainly fun. Okay. Question for you guys and gals. I am, we're at this point where not that, 120 from Golden Touch. You love to see it. That's great. We're at this point in my Twitch journey where I feel like we could branch off into some cool directions as far as games go. I'm going to I did use the call. Come on, technicians, I did. Where we could branch out to other games. So there's two problems. One problem is currently my graphics card is not really. Ooh, here we go. Hoarding Slash, baby. Come on, let's hear it. My graphics card isn't really good enough to have to stream a lot of like higher graphics games. But my feeling is like, wouldn't it be fun? Wouldn't it be fun to play like Cyberpunk 2077? Not that I know anything about that game, but I've never really played like a Witcher style game or anything from CD Projekt Red. And people have like mentioned that maybe people would enjoy that. So I'm curious. It's just a quick poll of the audience. And please be honest. You know, don't say anything to make me feel like, oh, you know, to make me feel better or something. But be honest, would you watch if I did Hoarding Slash? Would you watch me if I played Cyberpunk 2077 on stream, or if I had a YouTube series? Would you watch it? Please let me know in the chat. Here we go. Hoarding Slash, baby. Baby. And more gold. Here it is. Yeah, so like right now I wouldn't even be able to play the game and stream it. I would, or even probably even record it. I have a 1660 Ti, which is certainly not the best thing ever. But now I have a little bit of a budget for computer gear because of you guys just being generous and being on the stream and just watching videos, honestly. But so I have a budget. I'm thinking about getting a 3070, or I don't know. I was thinking about the Radeon option, but what I've heard is that the Radeon is like, they don't have like a better encoder. Okay, so we have a couple good things from Chaos here. Obviously, we want to get PP eventually, and we still can. I definitely need a 3090. That is not true, Ice Quincy. That is definitely not true. I had thought about a 3080, like upping to the 3080. But yeah, I think a 3070 would be enough. I have a 1440 screen, and I believe I'd still be able to stream / render / record with a 3070. I think I'd be able to do all of that stuff just fine. Okay, attack plus 35% damage. I think that's the one. There's Artemis. So yeah, it's a question. It's certainly a question. G-Meek, I'd heard about that, but the thing that I had also heard is that AMD hasn't done anything on the rendering side. So for instance, like I went to Lord Pradith's house to stream a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and while he has a better graphics card than mine, I think it might be a little bit older, but the encoder on the AMD cards is not as good as the NVIDIA ones. So NVIDIA has NVENC, which is just like way better than what AMD has to offer. Hey, Farticus, how's it going? Hey, Farticus, if you guys don't know, Farticus is a player of Hades, a very good player of Hades, worth your time and attention. Thanks for being here, Farticus. Why is he going over there? I mean, I'm not complaining. It's great. All right. But anyway, that's my thinking right now. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure if it'll be Cyberpunk 2077 either. No, you're great, Particus. You're great.
Well fought, Asterius.
Oh, Nam Nam Nam.
Olympus.
Or Nom Nom Nom. I would recommend. There's a few that I recommend. Okay, none of these. None of these. Give me PP. There it is. PP. I mean, a classic roguelite that everyone should try if they like roguelites or roguelikes is, I think, The Binding of Isaac. It's a weird one for sure, and it weirds people out because there's a lot of like weird, like there's poop. There's a lot of poop. There's a lot of blood. It's very like juvenile in like, but in kind of a charming way, I'd say. Another great one is Dead Cells. A lot of people really like Dead Cells. Dead Cells, I wouldn't say is my favorite roguelite, but I would say in terms of just like popular options, I need to use Boldy, which is annoying, but it's the situation we find ourselves in. It's okay. What else? I watch any game I play except XCOM. Are you saying that because you know that I played XCOM on stream for a number of weeks? I'm not sure, but I think that's a great comment. I like it. But anyway, yeah, I'm not sure I'll play XCOM again on stream. It was fun, but I'm not sure it's for me. I just don't know if I have the mental agility to handle that game on any sort of public way. But anyway, yeah, that's my thoughts right now. And if I guess it's hard for me to follow what everyone is saying, which I apologize for, because I asked a question and then I just I'm not like checking to see what anyone's saying. But if you specifically think like I wouldn't do that, or if you think, man, I would love it if you did that, like I've been waiting for you to do that. I've been waiting all my life. Doggone it. These witches, man, are the worst. They are the worst.
Chaos is transformed.
10% bonus damage is great. That's just gems, not gold. Polar. Yeah, kind of. Kind of. Hey, Quasi Flush. Quasi Flush. Awesome. Yes, Risk of Rain 2 is also great. Binding of Isaac. I'm playing a really fun one right now. Actually, I'm going to play it at the end of the stream. In maybe an hour or two. I'm going to play a game called Skull, which is super great. I think it's super great. Okay, Artemis. We're going to take Artemis here. Yeah, it's an EU-friendly stream. Of course.
Hear me on my authority.
Oh, Hunter's Mark. There it is. Oh, man. Getting all the crits now. Getting all of them. Skull the Hero Slayer. Exactly. Scourgebringer. I've never heard of that one, actually. You love to see new games that you've never heard before. It's awesome. Oh. Oh gosh. Come on, man. This is terrible. This is terrible. Good heavens.
Power of the gods.
PP. PP for sure. Okay, can we sell something good?
Coin.
No, I think I want all these. I think I want all that. Yes. Oh, yeah. So there's roguelites that are like action, like Hades, but then there's also, the deck building roguelites that are really, really good. Slay the Spire is like top 10 best roguelites ever, I would say. And then there's Monster Train, which I think is also very, very good. I don't know if it hasn't been around long enough to really prove itself. Slay the Spire, though, definitely amazing. I love that Becky Overshares is just talking about, like, she's just going down these rabbit holes with people. That's the best. That's awesome. That's what it's all about. Spillaman, thanks for following. I appreciate that very, very much. I think 7% on our attack is still best. Yeah, the Bro Pact, of course. That's what the Saturday morning stream is all about, and I'm having a great time. But my bitrate just completely tanked. So sorry about that. And now we're coming back. Our internet situation is better than it was, but it's different. It's difficult to have a stable run. Into the Breach, yes. Into the Breach is great. I really liked Into the Breach a lot. Into the Breach was super fun. Did it fall off for you? Did you see that there's new content though? Alright. Whew. You filth. Oh, not Demeter. Not Demeter. Don't mess with Demeter. Don't do it. It's bad idea to mess with Demeter. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Come on, baby. Easy enough. Yeah, they added... I don't know if they added another tribe, but they added, like different champions for each of the tribes. Right? You could say I fell off the train. That's good. That's funny. How much did we get? 227 from Golden Touch. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Okay, but that's the last we get from that. So it's all in now, baby. This is all we got. Well, before we swap, I think. Yeah, we did not find. Actually, Bone Hourglass is probably pretty amazing. We get attack bonuses from Bone Hourglass. I think that's probably the best thing as far as attack damage goes for us to grab. But we do have a lot of gold. We do have a lot of gold, which is a lot of fun. A lot of gold, a lot of fun. Good times, great taste. Yeah, Into the Breach. Okay, so someone mentioned Into the Breach. Into the Breach is from the same people who did FTL. So FTL is another really great. It's kind of like tactical, but also real-time roguelite that you can pause a lot. FTL is a lot of fun as well. It's like crew management on a spaceship. It's pretty great. All right, Hoarding Slash. I wonder how much Hoarding Slash is actually giving us. It makes you want to die. I can see that. I mean, I can see it making you want to die. It's very difficult. I can't tell you how many times I thought I had like the best ship ever, and I get to the final boss and it just destroys me. Golden Touch makes it so that every new biome you get 15% interest on your gold. So like. Yeah, so basically that's why I got 200 and some gold at the start of this biome. Probably Artemis, and we'll grab the gold here in a minute too. Enter the Gungeon. Yeah, I don't think anyone has, but yes, Enter the Gungeon is also a super amazing roguelite. Very groundbreaking too. It's a bullet hell roguelite. Which a lot of them are anyway, but I feel like Enter the Gungeon is a much more bullet hell roguelite. Which is awesome. This is a very strange little loop that we're going around. The rats, as they get summoned in, we slash them. Yeah, Enter the Gungeon is a great one, but I would say it feels more difficult to me than a lot of the other roguelites do, and I don't know why that is exactly. but it just does.
Look at all that coin.
How much gold can we get? Like, I don't know what the, I don't know. I know that like Halion found a really huge amount of gold one time in a run that he did. And I don't know if we can top that, but I mean, we have a lot of gold. We've almost got 2,000. I've never played Crypt of the Necrodancer. I really want to. Someday. I gotta see that big number. I haven't seen that awesome big number that I was hoping for. We'll go Deadly Flourish because we have that'll give us more crits for sure. What? VT memo? You don't have to buy me a game. I appreciate that though. That's very, very nice. It's great fun. Crypt of the Necrodancer. Maybe I should try it sometime. I really want to try. So there was a wasn't there a game, sorry, it was a Zelda game made by the same people that did Crypt of the Necrodancer. It was a rhythm Zelda game. I thought that sounded okay. 1762 is okay. It's on. Is that on the Switch? Well, obviously it would be on the Switch, wouldn't it? I have a Switch. For once in my life, I actually have a console that people are talking about. We should totally get that one. I would love to. I think a rhythm game would be a lot of fun. Cadence of Hyrule. Yeah, now I heard about it and I remember being just like, oh, I don't have a Switch. I can't play it. But now I do have a Switch. Now I do. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that special? Isn't that just something else? You're running to find your Switch now? Oh, awesome. The only thing about the Switch is I don't have a capture card to record things that are on the Switch, which is not like, it's not the end of the world. Like I can figure it out. Like I can obviously like, it's poison. It's poison though. Stop it. Someday I want to get one, but yeah, they're expensive. Those capture cards. At least at the moment they are. But I'm loving the games that we have on the Switch. Like, I'm so excited for the next Zelda game, even though I don't know I don't know if I'll make content for the new Zelda game. I'd like to pretend that I could. Oh my gosh, this room is really a bummer. It's a bummer right now, and we're getting poisoned so much. I needed to use that. That's what I needed to use the whole time. That was a smart person. I would have used my call so much easier. I think the what's the one? I think the gold standard one is the one made by Elgato. GoPro over the shoulder. Oh, it's good. Bought the new Watch Dogs. I never played a Watch Dogs game, and I've heard good things about them, but I don't know enough about. I know that they're kind of like Grand Theft Auto, but with hacking, right? Like, isn't that kind of the idea? Grand Theft Auto with hacking. Like, and it's less gangster and more. Yeah, it's not quite as gangster as sorry, we're failing. We're really doing poorly here in sticks. Really doing poorly. And I don't feel like we're getting the big numbers that I was expecting. Okay, we get 5%. Can someone do some quick math for me? What's 5% of 2,422? That should be a huge amount of damage. I'm going to pull up my little calculator. I'm going to pull up my calculator here because we should be getting, I feel like we should be getting much bigger numbers than we are. 0.05 times 2,400. We should be getting 120 bonus damage on each of those strikes. Is that happening? Can someone verify that that is happening? Thank you. I mean, maybe I am not seeing it, but like I feel like we should be getting like, a lot more than what we are. Half the number, then remove the decimal. That's awesome. That's great. I should use that. I am gonna buy this Death Defiance just because I'd rather not die. We lose a little bit of we lose, you know, seven damage or so. It's additive after all other. Oh, it's additive after. I thought it was before. That's the difference right there. Battle Rage, I thought it was before. I was like, why? Like, we should be getting huge numbers because you multiply it by, like, crits should just be astronomical. Yeah, it does suck. I thought that would be a lot better. But alas. Alas. Yeah. It's not as good. It's not as good as we were hoping for. Let's sell some stuff, though. I think we want Lightning Reflex for the... we want Lightning Reflex for the privilege status. Dang, I suppose that would be pretty busted if it was before all the bonuses, now that I think about it. Disgusting MTX system. Oh, microtransactions? Really? That's kind of odd that they would do that. I mean, like, that seems like I don't know, that seems like such a bad idea. You know, like to do microtransactions in a full game. I feel like anytime you do that, you're just asking to get people upset, you know? People are just going to be really upset about that. Oh my gosh. This poison though. This poison. And this room, just in general. Anyone else feel like this is the worst room ever? I know everyone does. I know everyone agrees with me because this is the worst room. Like, look at it. You've got the poison cure here. Who gets this poison cure, by the way? This is a terrible spot for poison cure. You got saw blades coming out of both these snake heads. This poison cure also between the saw blades, so you think you're safe because you got to go get your poison cure. You get hit by a saw blade. It's the worst. Yeah. I honestly, you guys, big development companies now, just in general for me, I don't love them. It's been a while since I found a AAA game from a AAA development studio that was actually like all I was hoping it would be. Whereas like indie games, almost every time I can't stop playing, you know? So in my mind that means that they've really gone downhill. And I haven't found a single attack damage bonus in this whole biome. Santa Monica Studios? Who's Santa Monica Studios again? Or what did they do? What games are they doing? This room is also not super amazing. This room is also pretty terrible. Okay. Grab that gold. So we have, this is a decent amount of gold, right? Like 2,700. Like, it's nothing to sneeze at, but like, I don't know. I think it could be much, much better, right? Like, you could get a much better Hoarding Slash number, I would think. I would guess. From Software. Yeah, From Software, they do feel they feel all right. They've put out some quality stuff. Sucker Punch. There's so many studios that I get excited about their games. Like BioWare, I used to get excited about BioWare games. I don't really anymore. It's just kind of feels bad most of the time. I never played any of the God of War games. Well, let me look at my game list. Maybe I'm being too hard on AAA studios, but just truthfully, I haven't been. I get excited about these AAA games, and then when I finally get them, they are less than amazing. You know, they just don't do it for me anymore. I guess, okay, like Civilization games, I still really like Civilization games. I think buying these is still probably worth it. Is it worth it to grab? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm still excited for the next Elder Scrolls. I'll be honest. Like, I am excited for the next Elder Scrolls game. Like, I can't help it. I just am.
The fearsome Cerberus accepts the satyr sack.
Yeah, it's EA, Ubisoft, and Activision that are the most disappointing. Hey, Toa Borston, how's it going? Welcome. FO76. What's FO76? I don't remember that. Never pre-order.
Still
Well,
thanks to grandmother.
if Supergiant Games ever had Fallout 76, oh yeah, heard bad things about that.
See if you shall earn your bonus for this day.
I think I pre-ordered BioWare, or I pre-ordered Dragon Age 3, which wasn't like totally disappointing, but it certainly wasn't everything that I had hoped it would be, you know. I mean, it was pretty fun. I shouldn't minimize. Like, it was a cool game. Okay, we gotta be careful if we have this. Ugh. We're totally gonna die. I just I hate to be a negative Norman about this fight, but I just don't think we're gonna survive it. I have such a hard time avoiding Hades with Arthur's sword. You know how many times have I gotten to this point with Arthur's? I don't know why it is that I can't dodge anything when I have Arthur's sword on. I don't know what my problem is. Like, he just like completely destroyed me there. Like, and I know I like psyched myself out for that. It gets me all the time, but it gets me way worse with Arthur. But it's because I'm trying to attack between. I get used to attacking between my dashes, and that just slows you down. You can't escape anything when you do that. So I need to just stop. Okay, I guess Blizzard. I do like Blizzard, although Diablo 3 was terrible. Yeah, the AoEs. There's a lot of things I could have done better there. It was a good run attempt.